Good morning. Forgot to turn my other light on. There we go. Much better. Good morning, guys. Morning, Steph. Coach Sarah here. I keep forgetting to introduce myself. It is what day? Wednesday. Morning, Avery. Thanks for joining. All right, I'm hopping on a little bit last minute because we're doing a song burnout today, and I was trying to find a remix that's a little shorter, and you guys might hate me for it, but we're gonna try it. And for the workout, you're gonna need a resistance band and a step or box. So you could use the bottom of your stairs, you could use your couch if that's all you have. I've got one of those workout steps over there. That's what I'm gonna use. You could use a sturdy ottoman. It's not gonna break. And you can, if you have a dumbbell, optional, you could use that for one of the things. Or two. Or three. So maybe a dumbbell too. Figure it out eventually, right? Yeah, a couple more minutes. I went to bed really early last night and just still couldn't wake up. Morning, Tracy. Thanks for joining, guys. Coach Sarah here. I know I haven't met a few of you yet, but hopefully soon. I should be scheduled back in the gym, but I'll still be doing this probably too. I'm just hoping maybe one day a week I get to do the in-person, but we'll see. Get your music on that pumps you up. If you have a fitness tracker on your watch, get that started because we're gonna start in like 30 seconds. Maybe you have some water handy since you don't get any rest breaks. See how we're doing with our angles. All right, this will work. Okay, guys. It is 6 o'clock, so let's get started. You're gonna start with some knee to elbow as your warm up. Your first move today, we're gonna do a step up onto whatever surface you're using. You step up, and then that same leg that stepped up is gonna come behind you into a reverse lunge when you come off that step. So just repeat the same leg. You could do it knee up, the other side. Try to come low into that lunge. I think it's a little easier to go quicker, but you're keeping your chest tall. You're sinking toward the floor with both, or with that back knee and with your hips instead of, this is not a lunge. You gotta sink down, 90-90 with both knees. Let me have you guys switch to chest opener with a butt kick. Then you're gonna use your resistance band. If you don't have one of these, I'll show you how to do it with dumbbells. You're gonna wrap it around your feet, like so. You're gonna grab that band a little bit closer toward your feet. Make sure palms are facing each other. Then you're gonna sit up. Let's turn this way. You're gonna sit up nice and tall but flat back. You're gonna pull those elbows back behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So this is a seated row, and you're slowly coming out of that, really holding that contraction nice and tight and nice and slow in and out. If you only have dumbbells, you could do these standing up in a bent over row fashion, but again, elbows stay close to your rib cage as you pull back and squeeze the shoulder blade together. Let me have you guys switch to squats. Your next move is going to be with that band again, but this time you're going to flip over onto your hands and knees. You're going to get one end of that band around your foot, like right around the arch. You're going to secure the other front half of it with your hands on the floor, so hands and knees, and then you're going to donkey kick the band. So donkey kicks are where your heel comes up toward the ceiling, the knee kind of stays into a 90-degree angle, but as you notice, my back stays nice and flat. I'm using my glutes here, but this part, I don't let it arch like that, okay? So keep that core nice and tight and in that position. If you don't have a band, you could do those against gravity. Then let me have you guys switch to, let's do torso rotation. It's getting hot in here. Then, if you have your box or step or whatever you're using, we're gonna do box jump burpees. So make this what you have to. If you can jump up to your box, you can do this like this, jump down, and then do a burpee on either side. Turn, jump up, jump down, and burpee. So that would be full scale. If you want to, you could just step up, step over, burpee, or keep facing sideways, go up and over, burpee on either side. Or if you don't have a box, do a little shuffle in the middle, down for your burpee, shuffle, down for your burpee. And you can step those burpees out, which would look like this, just stepping in once you get there. Perfect. Let me have you guys switch to, let's do hacky sacks to the front with a little half circle. Brooke's joining us. Then you're gonna come down on your back, and we're gonna do a box elevated bridge. So your heels are gonna be up on the box. You could choose to weight this with 1 or 2 dumbbells. Then you're lifting the glutes up off the floor as high as you can when everything's in that straight position. You could modify that, take the weight away, or scale it up and do 1 leg bridges. Then let me have you guys switch to 3 arm circles forward, 3 back. Then we're gonna do jog in place. You're just sprinting as fast as you can. If we were in the gym, we'd be running against those resistance bands anchored. So we can't do that here unless you have a place to do that and anchor it. But we'll just run really fast in place. Then let me have you guys switch to, let's do toy soldiers. Those hamstrings warmed up. Then you're gonna do in and out jumps. We're gonna keep these in place stationary. We're jumping out, in, and then just trying to speed it up as you do it. If you need to take the jumping out completely, you could make it an agility, fast feet, out, in, like that. Then let me have you guys switch to, what have we done? Let's do a side bend with an over reach. And your last move in the sequence is gonna be a box squat. You can choose to add a weight for this if you want a little bit of a counterbalance. You're gonna stand in front of your bench or your step, and you're gonna squat down until your butt taps that box or step, and then come back up. Now, form is important with this. It's going to almost force you to do it the right way, but you're trying to send your butt back like you're gonna sit on that step so that your knees are not coming forward and your weight is in your heels. That, and then back up. My knees really crunch when I do that. But it's just part of moving into this third decade of my life, I think. All right, guys, we are gonna start with the step up to reverse lunge in 10 seconds. We're still doing hurricane format, 30 on, 10 off, 3 rounds through. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Morning, Deb. So step up, and then this foot that stepped up comes back, reverse lunge, and just repeat that same side. We'll switch sides next round. You could hold a weight for this if you want. Make sure you're keeping track of your balance. I would try to stay on one surface of the floor if you can. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Morning, Bill. All right, guys, seated row with your band. Grab that band, get it around both feet. 3, 2, 1. And then palms face each other. You're sitting up nice and tall. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back. This is a controlled motion. Get as many fibers firing as you can by really slowing it down. Hold that contraction at the end. If you don't have the bands, you're here in that row. You got 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, then we're gonna flip to our hands and knees. Get that band around one foot, and then both hands are holding it. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Donkey kick up. So knee stays bent. You're trying to kick that heel, toward the ceiling. Really getting the contraction of those glutes, but make sure your back stays nice and flat. Don't let yourself arch to compensate for range of motion. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, we're doing the burpees. Somehow getting over that box, however you're deciding. 3, 2, 1. So either jump up onto your box or over it, do a burpee on one side, or step up, step down, burpee on the other side too. Whatever version is gonna allow you to safely get up and over something and do a burpee on each side. It can be modified. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, we're doing the bridges. So your heels are elevated up on that stepper box. We're going in 3, 2, 1. You can choose to weight lift or not. You could choose to do one leg up, but I challenge you to let it be your heels as the only thing on the box. That's gonna involve more of the hamstring muscles in the back of our thigh. When our feet are flat, like on the floor, it's just more glutes. That's okay too. 3, 2, 1. There's always different versions you can do, but I just want to challenge your hamstrings today. We're doing running in place. 3, 2, 1. Nice fast sprint, fast feet. Get your arms pumping. You could get the high knees going if you want. Just made some mic drop in the kitchen. Oh, geez. I miss living somewhere where the floors are like solid. Not everything bounces when you jump. Someday. Life goals. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, next move is the in and out jump, trying to speed it up, or you can do agility in and out. 3, 2, 1. Just keep it in place. Where you're here, still land soft. Even if you're jumping, I still want you to be light on your feet, trying not to have any high impact Morning, Carol. You have 15 seconds left this round. Pushing through. Breathing as you go, keeping that core tight, even though this is a footwork movement. 3, 2, 1, rest. Beautiful. Okay, now you've got the option of using a weight here. We're gonna do the box squat. 3, 2, 1. Sitting back to that box, coming back up. Make sure you're sending the glutes back as you come into that squat so that your weight is not up in the ball of your foot. You need your weight in your heels and your knees to stay behind your toes, or at least even with them. And if you need to rest, if your box is as low as mine, if you need to actually come down, that's okay. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, second round, back to the top. Make sure you switch legs from what you did the first round. 3, 2, 1, step up to reverse lunge. Now let's say you don't have a step. You could still do this like this. Step, knee up, reverse lunge. Okay? There's always a way around it. And I'm sorry if I didn't say that the first round. I know some of you guys are traveling for work, doing these, and if you're in a hotel room, it may be a tough prop. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, seated row. I feel like bands would be good to travel with though. 3, 2, 1, we're working. Always thinking about your breath as you're moving through these movements, tightening that core down, pulling that belly button towards your spine. Breathe out when you're doing the harder part of that movement, pulling the weight or the resistance. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're flopping over to the donkey kick. Make sure you switch legs. Going in 3, 2, 1. Now my hand is a little bit too easy for this. What I could do is double this up. And I could even put it up around my knees or something like that. And do it like this. That's a little more resistance for me. So just know there's always ways to make it harder. If you need to, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. So that one, there's more hamstring involvement too. Okay, we're doing our up and over the box burpee. 3, 2, 1. Somehow get up and over that box. Burpee on one side, up and over, burpee on the other side. I have enough room in here to do that. But you guys got this. I know how much you love those burpees. I'm being sarcastic. But just like anything else, repetition, consistency. You guys are getting better at them. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're down for the box elevated bridge. Heels up on there. 3, 2, 1. Lifting those glutes up. Now make sure, before you even lift, tuck that belly button in, tailbone under, and then lift. You have to contract your lower abdominals before you lift up into a bridge. Otherwise, you're gonna use your low back muscles for that, and that's not ideal. You're gonna feel strain, especially if you're adding weight. So use the abdominals. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're back to our feet. We're doing run in place. 3, 2, 1. Running, run. Pretend like someone's chasing you. Maybe you never run like me. I used to love running, but this is a good way to do it. Just run in place, get that heart rate up, moving quickly, pumping those arms, keeping that core nice and tight, and breathing through it. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Running was supposed to be a goal of mine this year, but just didn't do it. 3, 2, 1. Out and in. Jumps. Out and in. Out and in. I don't know what to do with my hands. Or, see how awkward this is? You can be here. Sink a little lower into it. Make it a little harder. 15 seconds. You got this, guys. Breathing, moving, challenging yourself. Remember, if you're uncomfortable, that's good. We need that discomfort. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Box squats are next. Squatting to the box. Lightly tapping or sitting if you have to. 3, 2, 1. This is training your hips and your knees, your lower half, to go low into a squat. Ideally, you're getting your hips just a little bit lower than your knees. This box is a little bit too low, judging by the crunch at the bottom. Doesn't hurt, but 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, guys, back to the top. Now, anything that's one-sided, we're going to switch at 15 seconds. We're starting with our step up, reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. Step up, right into that reverse lunge. The leg that leads to the step up is the one that comes back, and you sink down into switch legs. Good work, guys. Almost there. Last time you're doing this one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Down to the floor. Seated row. I challenge you guys. This is the round where I really want you to pick up your intensity. 3, 2, 1. So that might mean going a little heavier if you can, if you have the option. Going not with this move, but with more of the cardio moves, going a little bit quicker through it, just picking up your pace, your intensity, trying to get that heart rate up just a little bit higher. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. I think I like around the knees for this. All right, we're going for donkey kicks. 3, 2, 1. Heel to the ceiling. Yeah, this just gives better resistance, I think. So if you have those shorter resistance bands that go around your knees, that would be good for these ones next time. We're gonna switch sides. And it's easier to switch sides. Keep pushing, guys. You can see that clear. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Back to your feet. We're doing those box over burpees. The box jump burpee. 3, 2, 1. If you can jump clear over that box or step, even better. That's more intensity, but I don't want anybody getting hurt, especially if you don't really have the setup at home or the padding on the floor. So just be cautious. Just do burpees if you have to. 10 more seconds. Do a few more for me. Do one more than you did last round. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, box elevated bridge. So heels up on the box, you're on the floor. Track that core. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Up and down. You can add that weight. You can do one leg at a time. You can alternate, but really squeeze it at the top. Get into that full range of motion position. Go a little bit higher, even if you think you're going high enough. You got 10 more seconds. Breathe through it. Push those limits. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Back to your feet. We're doing that run in place in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Running. You could do high knees. This is a way to pick up the intensity for this move. I challenge you, pick up that intensity. You've only got 2 more exercises after this one, so really try to elevate it. 10 seconds. Push yourself, guys. You're the only one that can. I can't do it for you. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, in and out jumps or agility feet. 3, 2, 1. So try to go faster. Try to get into a lower position, kind of an athletic stance. If you can, that will make it more of a challenge. You're almost there, guys. Push yourself. Remember why you signed up in the first place. Why do you want to lose fat? Why? Why are you doing this? Dig deeper. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, here it is. Last set, best set. Give it your all. We're doing those back squats. 3, 2, 1. As low as you can get. Back up, squeeze those glutes. Now, when you're going really low, your torso is gonna wanna bend forward. That's okay. Do your best to try not to let it do it too much, but keep pushing yourself. Go as low as you can into that squat. You got 5 more seconds of work. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work, guys. Beautiful. All right. Hey, Erica. Some of y'all jumped on. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do, get some water. Where's my... Oops. Okay. I need a swig too. Okay, so for your burnout, we're doing Thunderstruck, but I'm gonna make it a little more fun, I think. I found a remix that is not 5 minutes and 30 seconds long, so you're welcome. It's 2 minutes and 56 seconds long. So still within our burnout time, but the trick is, okay, so if you haven't done this yet, anytime they say the word thunder in the song, you have to do a burpee. So you're trying to go full scale with those burpees, but you can step it out if you have to. That might not give you enough time to get every single one in. And there's a couple sections where they remixed this song that it goes a little fast. So do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going to do it with you just because I'm going to try to motivate you through it. So do your best. Doesn't need to be perfect, but let's start in 10 seconds. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so while we wait, we're punching. So you hear punching. Here. Catch up with a few. All right, is that it? That was it. You did it. So I feel like even though there was a whole bunch clustered in that one section, the rest was kind of spread out. So I don't know. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. If I ruined it for you, that's okay too. I want to know. Maybe it's just we're not allowed to do remixes. Okay, guys, let's cool it down, stretch it out. Let's hit those quads first. Pull that heel up towards your butt. Secure it with the foot. Get something for balance if you need it. And just deep breaths in your nose. Out your mouth. Trying to breathe into your belly, especially if you're out of breath. Really help yourself by using that diaphragm. Most of us are so used to breathing into our chest and using these smaller accessory muscles, and you don't even know because you've done it your whole life, and that's where you carry your stress and you've got tightness here. But if you train yourself, switch legs, to breathe into your belly and then exhale from there, you're going to train your diaphragm to work, and that's you're using much bigger muscles to do that. Let's spread our feet apart. Let's inhale in and up. And then we're going to exhale, come down into a hamstring stretch. And just take a deep breath here. Give your head a shake. No, just let everything loosen up there. And then nod yes. Good. Reach toward your right foot with both hands. Really try to get that low back stretched out on the other side. I kind of turn my shoulders, open my chest toward the front, if that makes sense. It's a weird way to explain it. Switch sides. Okay, back to center. And then I want you to bend one of those knees. Keep the other one straight so you're getting a groin stretch. You can come all the way down if you need more of a stretch there. You can point those toes up. Just change the angle and what muscles you're getting at. Awesome work today, guys. I know there's a lot of burpees. And if it's your first week out of the gate, you're probably really hating burpees. But I challenge you to change your mindset and consider burpees as a really good one movement, multiple muscle strengthening exercise. It's a really good cardio move. Let's come into a half kneel. We're gonna lean into that front knee and open up the hip flexor. Get a shoulder reach across. It's a really good cardio move without having to run. It's actually making you stronger with your push-ups. There's so many things. It's good for hip mobility, working on the form of it. So just try to reconsider. Let's switch sides here. Lean into the other hip flexor. Everything we do, you know, anything that you think is difficult or impossible or too hard for you to do, it's not. You're just telling yourself that. It's all what's up here in your mind and how your mindset is working for you or against you. So sometimes all we have to do is change our mind about things. This goes for anything. Whatever it is, whatever area you're struggling with, read or listen to or find perspective on those things outside of what you already know. And that's something that can really help you grow through the things that you're struggling with. And I know that's hard to do, especially if you're not used to diving into that whole self-development or self-help world. But I promise you, it is life-changing. It is something that, if there's one thing I've been consistent with the last 4 years, it is that reading or listening to something pretty much every day that just gives me perspective on things. And it's always something that I needed to hear. So try to do that for yourself. There's tons of resources out there, but if I had to pick for you, I would, and you guys, if you're doing the challenge, you got a link yesterday from Coach Tim inside your challenge group. In that app, there's a link to a talk by Ed Mylett. He is someone that I highly, highly, highly recommend listening to. He's got a ton of free resources. He posts videos every day on YouTube. And the ones where it's just him talking are the best, I think. He does interview people who are in that world and have good things to say, but the talks that he just does one-on-one are top-notch. There's a ton of books that our team has read or is reading that are also really helpful. And let's say the area you're struggling with is sleep, and you need to know why is sleep even important? Why We Sleep is a great book. If you're struggling with life and the ups and downs and feeling like I was doing really good 10 months ago, and then I've just been down in the dumps and I don't understand why can't I get out of that? Peaks and Valleys, that's a great one. Or Who Moved My Cheese? So there's tons of books out there that just can help save your life. And if it's really so deep rooted that you can't help yourself out of the funk, then please reach out to a therapist. We have someone that Tim highly recommends. Her name's Joanna Rigoli. If you need that side of things, please don't hesitate to ask. It does not hurt to talk to someone about your struggles. And maybe it's not even that bad. Maybe you're someone like me that, like, you have those seasons of your life, but you know you're holding yourself back from being the best you because you self-sabotage and you have a bad relationship with food. Like, I think those are the times too that it's really helpful to reach out. So sorry for the long spiel, but I hope you guys got something out of that. I hope you have an amazing day. I see you working on that mobility over there. That's amazing. So keep your head up, whatever you're going through. There's help out there. We're here. Don't suffer in silence. Even if it seems like something minuscule, it's not. It's probably something that we can help you with, or there's something you can read to help you with. So let's do find perspective on 3. 1, 2, 3. Find perspective. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope to see you soon. Have an amazing Wednesday.